Welcome you to Back Again with Set Sports. Today we got our final predictions. The Super Bowl. We made it, boys. We made it.
We did make it. Brendan, how does it feel to now be the prediction king? You finally broke the tie with you and Jimmy. Sorry, Jimmy.
Finally.
Uh, you took the crown overall. How about what was your final record? Like the regular season one?
Yeah, 174 and 98.
174 and 98. I put that against anybody. And it's all documented. It's all right there. Big Tro's.
Facts.
But yeah, Brendan won. Splendid. Well, all right. Looking at the game, 49ers and Chiefs once again. Obviously this matchup happened, I think, 3 years ago at this point, 4 years ago at this point. It was a different quarterback situation for the 49ers, and I also don't think they had McCaffrey at that point, no. But the Chiefs, they still got Mahomes, they still got Kelsey. Looking at their last games, I think the story for the Chiefs has been the defense and the running of Pacheco, and also the play of Rashee Rice. They are playing to their opponents, like however their opponents are playing. Like if we're going to have a low scoring game, we can do that and win 17-10 against the Ravens. If you guys want to have a shootout, we can do that. We did that in Buffalo. They just seem to be clicking. They seem to be able to go with the flow. And you look at the 49ers and their defense is like, what's going on, man? Like we're just giving up points. They almost lost to the Packers. They almost lost to the Lions. And no. I believe they had a bye, right? Those are the only two games.
Yeah.
And they finished the season kind of weird too. And so I think if there's mistakes, if the defense is like doing what they did against the Lions on the Chiefs, they're not getting that back. We literally saw the Chiefs hold a 7-point lead for 2 quarters straight against the number 1 seed Ravens. And we're talking about the Chiefs defense right now. And they didn't score. They had 7 points for the whole, they held them to them. So it's going to be spooky if the 49ers get down early. And so with that said, I am going to be taking the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl once again. I've picked them all playoffs. I feel like they haven't let me down. They're once again underdogs, but I think they can do it. Mahomes gets his 3rd ring. That's, very spooky. We talk about legacies and stuff. Like low-key right now, is he better than Rodgers, like right now today? And then if he gets another one, spooky, bruh. And we're talking about Rodgers, who's up there in conversations. If people call Patrick Mahomes the GOAT and other people are mad about it because he hasn't put enough in. But with 3 championships and MVP, I believe maybe even multiple MVPs, that's tough, That's tough to beat. So I think that's where we're headed. It is what it is. And Taylor Swift, she gets a ring too.
And she gets one too. It's crazy. I'm gonna take the Chiefs because the 49ers are a bunch of cheaters. They're over the salary cap out of 100 million. I've been seeing that all season. But yeah, give me the Chiefs.
I am also going to take the Chiefs. They're seeming very, very New Englandy. Like no matter how much you root for them, no matter who roots against them, the whole world rooting against them, it does not matter. They're still winning. They feed off that even, and it just seems like just like Michigan in college this year, people just were hoping they'd lose, but they just kept winning. I think the same thing's gonna happen, and they're playing really good football right now. Like the wide receivers aren't really dropping it like they used to. Rashee Rice is looking like an actual number 1.
Yeah.
And just Kelsey and Mahomes always cooking, and that defense is very good, a lot
They're
better
hooping.
than it should be.
They're hooping.
So yeah, and hopefully Ladarius Sneed plays his one last game as a Chief pretty good because he's coming to the Steelers next season.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I'm going with the Chiefs. The 49ers might be able to do this. This definitely isn't the matchup we all wanted. Of course, we all wanted the Lions, but it seems like there's more of a chance for them to flop. We saw them late in the season get destroyed by the Ravens on Christmas. And like Isaiah said, they were kind of played a little too close there to the Packers and the Lions. Lucky the Dan Campbell hates field goals pretty much. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm going with the Chiefs.
Rematch from 4 years ago. The Chiefs won it. But this time, they're not going to. I'm taking the 49ers. I think they get their revenge. And they become the third team with 6 rings, joining the Patriots and our team, the Steelers.
The Bowl is also going to take the 49ers, but Madden is going to take the Chiefs with a score of 34-29. So very close game. Pretty good game. So I forgot to mention too, the 49ers, I feel like they kind of had like a kind of a choke stigma, kind of like the Cowboys for a little bit there. Like they just
Yeah.
couldn't like beat the championship.
They can't get it
So
done.
so yeah, maybe there's that. I mean, they are in the Super Bowl, but
Can
we'll see.
I? Speaking of them, we didn't mention Brock Purdy once and like his kind of story that's going on. Uh, I will say, like objectively, he's like he does look pretty good. Like I don't know where like this he's like super carried and like super bad came from. Like I was kind of on that too, but it was more about Kenny Pickett. But like the whole world is on that. Like everybody does not like Brock Purdy besides 49ers fans. Um or at least everybody thinks he's overrated. I think he looks good. He has great weapons and sure they definitely elevate him, but I think this will be a pretty big game for him. Big chance to prove something. Like against the Lions, like I don't know, he was making some throws there. Late,
Yeah.
late. Early it was kind of spooky, but that's just
Yeah,
me.
he definitely he can like like get you that clutch throw, but like yeah, it's just hard because like it's almost like like and maybe I'm just him. It's almost like Big Truz. Like if you put him on like the Giants, like I just don't think he'll be like all that. Like I don't think like Brock Purdy can be your best player. Like he needs like a successful supporting cast.
I
At
feel
least
like
like a star player.
but like the dissection of it is like I feel like other quarterbacks don't get this. I mean, there's definitely some, biasy ones, but like just out of like he can't be vibing. I wonder if at the time when Ben was a rookie, and he because him and Brock have like the records for like most wins or whatever, like as rookies. Like I wonder if the narrative was like he's getting super carried and all this or
Hmm.
not. Because like
I think
he did have good players. Like Ben played with like really good players when he was there. Like this
yeah.
happens. Russell Wilson was he carried? Like I don't remember that. Like Russell Wilson was just vibing in Seattle. He was like this
Yeah,
good guy.
I think because with the Niners though, like we're looking at like the best running back in the league, probably the best O line in the league, the best left tackle in the league, one of the best tight ends in the league, probably the one of the best offensive schemes slash like head coaches in the
Uh-huh.
league. One of the best running games in the league, one of the best defenses in the league. Like, it just seems like he's got one of the best like everywhere.
But he can't just be like a good prospect or like
No.
a good, just young talent in the league.
Okay.
like,
I mean,
he can't just
I
be
think
vibing.
I don't know. Like he can be vibing, but I don't, it's just hard because like
It's this, I'm thinking of
I
it
don't
too
know.
in like the same like Justin Fields and Lamar how they be running and like people are mad about it. Like they can't just like run. Like literally Justin Fields gets a 20-yard first like a 20-yard run, right? And he'll never be Tom Brady, by the way. Like, oh, okay. Like
Yeah, you
damn.
don't have to hate on every like
Like Brock
move,
Purdy is
but
getting
like
smoked online for like literally
yeah.
having good teammates and playing good
I guess
with his
you
good
don't have to
teammates.
always compare things, but like I guess if you do, like you have to take that in consideration.
I don't know, just kind of
Like
weird.
we can just celebrate in the moment. All right, guys. So that is going to do it. I honestly I'm not sure where we're gonna put the the result of this, but it's just one game. If this is it, we'll see you guys next season for predictions. But stay tuned and stay sub to Ascent Sports because we have more content coming. After this, we plan on doing a look back on our preseason prediction and comparing them to Adam Ranks and Colin Cowherd. See how we pair up with these analysts, people who get paid to do it, and we don't even make monetization from this. So we're gonna see, is that gonna show or is that doesn't? And also, off season soon or now really. It's mock draft season. We're gonna get you guys a very early mock draft very soon as well. And then when we get more towards the mock draft season, we'll get you some more of that. So stay tuned. Also, some other cooks planned as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. No, for now, thank you guys. Like or dislike, subscribe or don't subscribe. It's always up to you. I am the champion this year. I'm looking to two-peat next year. So look at. Goodbye.
Peace.